Yes, students. Today we discuss about the very important chapter, the realm, which we have already discussed a brief. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is mainly a study of gases, we can say, because it's composed of sea of gases, of many different type of gases, dominating oxygen, nitrogen. These two composed of other gases, and we breathe air, we take oxygen out of this air, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So that is the main pattern of human beings. So we take oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. And atmosphere is having this gases, different type of gases. It's not only protecting us from the sun rays, also it is giving life to the other plants, animals, and other life. So without atmosphere, without air, there is no possibility of life. So today we discuss about the other gases and what sort of the importance of the air. Air has got the wind. Moving air is called wind. So wind has got its own property. With the help of wind, water coming from the oceans is going upward and becoming clouds, and then due to the precipitation we get rains, and these rains again erode the rock material, and we are getting the different type of soils. Through these soils we can grow vegetables, fruits, and other important crops. So in turn we get carbohydrates, proteins, fats, sugars, other minerals, etc. from these plants. So and these plants, the very interesting thing is, plants take carbon dioxide with the help of water under the sunlight. They become and other byproducts. It's nothing but glucose. That means this is nothing but your photosynthesis, without which you can't get any food from the plants. So we get all these fruits, vegetables, and other grains from these plants just because of this carbon dioxide, water, and importantly sunlight. These atmospheric winds transports water from the oceans, as we have discussed, like forming rains. So these rains not only giving us water, fresh water, also erode the rocks, and we have discussed like weathering, transportation, deposition. So and we are getting different types of soils from these rocks with the help of winds only. And you can imagine, without wind we can't even fly our kites, the beautiful kites, and we can't get the sounds, musics, the different kinds of music we can only get with the help of atmospheric winds. If you go for a vacuum where there is no air, you can't hear any sound or even any different types of music also. That means wind helps us even for the sounds of music, and flying our kites. Even birds fly, they soar with the help of winds. And also these winds will help us to get other rains and other stuff. Atmosphere is a thin blanket surrounding the earth. It's like NASA. As you know, NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, describes that this atmosphere is like if you think that earth is a basketball, and atmosphere is nothing but like plastic cover wrapped on it. So like that they have explained in some terms, like, you know, these gases, this blanket, imagine this blanket is just like very thin, we call is 1,000 kilometers from the earth, this blanket of gases, or you can say it's atmosphere. So these gases, they compress and expands. You can stuff this gas inside a small hole, for example in your cycle tube, that we stuff more air and this kind of compression is called as nothing but compression of gases, wherein which you can stuff more and more this gas or air inside the very small holes. So atmosphere is composed of these gases, mainly oxygen and nitrogen. Oxygen itself is having 21% of total volume of the gas, air, and nitrogen is itself 78%. So you can imagine only these two elements, nitrogen and oxygen, is covering 99% of total volume of the gases, and rest 1% consists of several different kinds of gases, like methane, natural gas we use in our cylinders to cook. So that is nothing but a gas, methane, also available in the atmosphere, and argon, neon. So all several other gases like carbon dioxide is present in that 1%. Yeah, apart from dominating oxygen, nitrogen, we have the other important gases. For example, water vapor, also a gas form of water, you know that. It's composed 0.4% of total volume of our air and atmosphere. And CO2, 0.03% also is having the gas, and the ammonia, ozone, methane, argon, neon, etc. These are all the gases composed of this atmosphere, and having less than 1% of the total volume of the gases. Including this, we have the dust, fine dust particles, usually we call as particulates. Particulates are nothing but the fine dust present in the atmosphere, and you can see this fine dust. For example, if you have seen the sun, orange sun, during sunset time and even during the sunrise time, this orange color is how you got this, just because of this particulates. Particulates helps, and also the conditions also will affect, atmospheric conditions also affect with the help of these particulates, this fine dust. And this fine dust formed how? Due to human activity. For example, if you are burning a fire wood, this wood will give the blackish ashes, and these ashes will mix up with the other gases. Likewise, sandstorms also will mix up these fine dust particles, and natural forest fires also will form this kind of dust particles. So these also, it's like includes our atmosphere, this blanket. So these particulates